San Antonio will wrap it up. So 4 games for you tonight on ABC and ESPN, that Sunday showcase. Interesting times with the 76ers, who, Hubie, have hit a harder part of their schedule and have played well but haven't been able to close games. It's allowing Boston, the Knicks, to get a little closer in this Atlantic division. Well,
it's going to be a dogfight with both teams. The big thing right now in this quarter, Pierce has got 15 points. Rondo's got 4 points, but he's got 5 rebounds and 7 assists. They've outscored the Knicks 29-9. Say, well, what's going wrong here? Turnovers for 1, and in 2, the perimeter game. Everything is outside, and they're not getting anything off the dribble to the front of the rim.
Drastically different offense from the Knicks than we saw in that first half when they scored 56 points. 25 in the game for Pierce. Meantime, the Knicks starters have been on the bench and been quiet here in this third quarter.
Well, you have to just chip away here. Short-term goals now from now until the, the 6-minute mark in the fourth quarter.
Shot knocked down by Baron Davis. Played 43 games with the Clippers, then moved to really numbers that we saw with Cleveland as he went Clippers and Cleveland. The lowest numbers of his career. He's been a far cry from those terrific years and that great playoff run in 2007 with Golden State. Injury is a big part of that. But what will he have here at the back end of his 13-year career? With the Knicks, herniated disc, missed the first half of the season. This will be an offensive foul. They say Wilcox's screen was illegal.
Well, I like the idea because once again they got the switch and they had a mismatch for Pierce. They have been doing an excellent job here, knowing that the Knicks will switch in definite situations, and then Paul Pierce is just exploiting the mismatch.
Well, you see from a good team, they've reacted very well and adjusted to what the Knicks came out with for a game plan. There's Novak hitting the 3, his third 3. It's a 10-point game.
I can tell you, small goal.
Oh, great.
Great move. Great move by J.R. Smith.
That'll be a foul on Wilcox, not a jump ball. I believe. Are they going to call it jump ball? Oh, yeah, they'll go jump ball instead.
Well, see,
Wilcox
the old story, you get a center power forward in the backcourt. Well, J.R. Smith came from the blind side and tied him up.
That's the right call by Alandis Poole. He just didn't signal jump ball at first. Pointed at Wilcox. He's right. Wilcox with the size advantage, able to win the tip. Although Smith a very good leaper. Keon dueling, watched by Novak. A little baseline trip in the reverse. That's in the cylinder, no basket.
Good call. Excellent call. But I like what the Celtics are trying to do there. They realized that the defender on dueling could not handle him off the dribble.
Very, very close. Wilcox's timing was pretty good. And Doc upset anytime that call doesn't go your way, but really upset because there was one in the first half that he was sure was goaltending.
Yeah.
That was goaltending, but wasn't called goaltending. Shot clock off. Final shot of the third. Davis left free for 3. Smith went up high to get it. Petras had a body on him. Iman Shumpert comes in and gets it. JR is hurt off the action, and it's deflected out of bounds. Boston ball. Petras and Smith with a high rising collision.
You have to be careful there right now. At 0.4 of a second, if you make a long pass up the floor, a catch, you have a chance for a catch and shot.
Rondo looked that way.
There it is.
Petras, that's too late. Wow, that's a long 0.4. 0.4 of a second with a sundial where they put it back to 1.3, so that's why he got the time. Well, the Knicks did close well there at the end of the quarter. Other than that, Boston dominant in the third as they have an 8-point lead. Rajon Rondo has had a terrific game, and he's 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. End of 3 here at the Garden in Boston. The Celtics lead by 8. And the NBA Sunday Showcase on ABC continues after this message. And then a word from your ABC station.
I gotta get a guitar.
I found 12 musical instrument stores.
How do I play London Calling? Whole Lotta Love? A B minor ninth.
I found this for you.
Add migraine headache to my list of band names.
But we kind of let them hang around when we had a chance to go up by maybe 20.
And your point guard, Rajon Rondo, had a great third quarter as well. What was your message to him in the locker room?
Get stops, get the ball to Rondo, and run the floor, and that's what we did.
Coach, thanks. I know it's loud in here. I appreciate your time.
All right, Heather, thank you. Knicks did close 7-0 in the quarter. Other than that, it was a quarter to forget. Garnett with the takeaway. Keon Dooling lost it. Novak to the deck to save it for Baron Davis for the Knicks. J.R. Smith also out there for New York with Jared Jeffries, Iman Shumpert, and Smith off on the 2. Rebound by Jeffries. Slapped out by Garnett, and Kevin can't believe that he's called for the foul to boot.
Well, Jeffries very active here right now. He comes down, he goes up strong to the basket. Depends upon your angle, Mike. And the referee that called it was to the left side of your screen.
Could read Kevin's lips. Said he got all ball. One more for Jeffries. To the big board we go for the national TV this week. The Knicks start a road trip. Dallas is the destination on Tuesday. It's NBA TV. Thursday, you'll see Orlando taking on Chicago and Dallas against Phoenix. And next Sunday, the NBA Sunday Showcase on ABC will be the Celtics and the Lakers renewing their great rivalry. And next, we'll be in Los Angeles. Mike Green, Jeff Van Gundy, and Lisa Salters for the Heat and the Lakers Game 2 of our ABC doubleheader. Deflected by the Knicks. Shot clock at 6. Boston had lost 7 of 8 till coming out of the All-Star break with 3 wins in a row. They have a big, looming 8-game road trip that Doc Rivers and company are very concerned about. So need everything they can get between now and then. There's J.R. Smith and Ray Allen.
Yeah, we don't need any of this right now, right? Yep. The main thing right now is that the defender wants to get a position that possibly he did not have originally.
And Eric Lewis said, enough of that, you're both getting technicals. The double technical is called on Allen and J.R. Smith. Thought J.R. might have been updating Ray on where his living arrangements were during his time in China. J.R. Smith in the Chinese Basketball Association. Free agent, signed with the Knicks a couple of weeks ago is Mikael Petrus. Lucky to get that deflection just in time and get the 2.
That's why you never assume anything. That ball looked like it was definitely going in. Petrus came in. That was a great play.
Novak rattles in a 3. Steve Novak has hit 4 3-pointers here today.
Now, the fact is that it's the percentage that he makes them. He's 4 out of 7, Mike. We told you in the 3 previous games, he was shooting it at 61%. That's a staggering stat.
Good hard screen by Garnett. Shot clock at 7. Avery Bradley, the backup point guard, takes the handoff from Garnett and couldn't finish.
You know, we've seen some beautiful movement without the ball at both ends of the floor. Unfortunately, the old story, the operation was successful, but the patient died. You know what I mean?
Shumpert inside.
Nice.
Throws it down. And we'll get a technical on the back end of this. And Shumpert was feeling it. And it'll cost his team a point, perhaps.
Now, this is just, a strong move. The young man is having a great game here today. He's come off the bench. He's made a lot of things happen. He's 5 for 7 in field goals. He's out. He's forcing steals, etc. He's really got a ton of talent, and he fits in perfectly with the second unit.
And he went woofing at Kevin Garnett. A couple of trips ago, Garnett set a hard screen on him. Shumpert averaging over 10 points a game. And Mike D'Antoni disappointed at the emotion/immaturity there. A lot of Knicks players, a combination of young players, players on minimum contracts, players looking for their next deal. Baron Davis fouled Dooling about 40 feet from the basket.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm impressed with at least Baron Davis is out here challenging people. He's picking them up out there at the half-court mark, and he's really getting all over the ball handler, whoever he is matched up with. Now, he's on Dooling right now, and then Shumpert is on Rondo. Oh, you can't gamble with him. Now. Be careful.
It's an interesting role. You talk about Davis. Got a guy who has led a team in the playoffs, Led him to an 8-1 win when they beat Dallas, of course, in Golden State. 20-plus points in his career, now playing a role. Rondo had a foot on the line, missed it two. Garnett and Jeffries battling, and Jeffries called for the foul. And you understand after the technicals are called at the start of this quarter, they'll be really quick with the whistles here in the fourth.
Absolutely, and they should be. You can see right there, it comes down to who grabbed who first. You know, we always catch the second guy, there's no doubt about it. Jeffries was extremely upset. You got to see the shot. Now watch underneath. See, you got arms locked up. Kevin Garnett had Jeffries hooked with his big paw. Plenty of time here.
Garnett has Baron Davis on all the switching, guarding him. And Baron put two arms in the back, and that's an automatic easy foul call.
I know we keep bringing this point up, that if the Knicks continue to switch, the Celtics will take their time as long as they stay in the lead and find a mismatch, and they'll move the ball until they can get that ball to the guy who has the mismatch.
There you go. They set it up for Garnett on Shumpert off the window for Kevin Garnett. He's had a poor field goal shooting day, but extends the Boston lead back to 7. 6 of 18 for KG this afternoon. Davis pounds it through the floor, finds J.R. Smith. Novak drifting. Peaches a three.
Just not his day. He's having a tough day. He's had a lot of good looks today, Mike.
He's 2 of 8. Shumpert free. And it's to be a foul here on Boston. So the Knicks will have the ball when you come back with 8:40 to go and a 7-point Boston lead. Pau Gasol. Good game against Sacramento on Friday. He's got a bigger test with Miami next on ABC.
ESPN's NBA Sunday Showcase on ABC. Brought to you by
Drive the ball and run the wings. Celtics doing a great job. Rondo's vision, terrific in the second half.
17 assists for Rondo. Anthony, a foul will be called on Pietrus as he hit Carmelo in the head.
Now once again, you get the bad up in the air lob turnover. It's happened time and time again for the Knicks. Now just keep an eye right here. I have Ray Allen running to his favorite spot. I'm going to set him up. Just get him going right now with some looks where there is no competition from the defensive pressure.
Jeremy Lin back in for the Knicks, replacing Baron Davis. Everybody's been turning it over for New York here today. Anthony coming baseline. Couldn't finish. Couldn't finish. Couldn't finish. Got fouled.
Now give him credit. Give him credit. He stayed with it. He stayed with it. Just think about it, how many possessions he just had and opportunities. Nice move. I like the fact that they isolated him, allowed him to take Pietrus off the dribble. He's too strong for Pietrus in the upper body. And then give him a ton of credit right there. Never gave up on the play.
Helped his rebounding numbers, hurt his field goal percentage. He missed 3 shots, got 3 rebounds down there, and he'll come to the line. Melo got hit in the face by Pietrus earlier. Missed the series of games with the groin injury when the Jeremy Lin phenomenon took over. And the Knicks got on their run. They've won 10 of their last 13. The Knicks are 3.5 behind Philadelphia. The Celtics 3 behind Philadelphia. And here's a look at the most talked about Knicks and how they've done today. 13 of 30 and 8 turnovers.
Yeah, from now right down to the end of this game, you've got to emphasize Stoudemire and Carmelo Anthony. You've got to get the game 15 feet down so that the Knicks, if you get a shot, you get a close-in shot. If not, you're going to get fouled.
Today we'll experience a typical Michael Phelps training day.
Not gonna need those.
Come on, let's go, my 3 sandwich boy. Come on.
Still training.